we're here with Olympic gold medalist and UFC contender Henry Cejudo, and you hear this Go Big thing is going on. There's a big fight this weekend. You got a big fight of your own coming up. Tell us a little bit about that in November.
Yeah, I have a fight November 21st against the number 3 ranked guy in the world by the name of Formiga, and I'm looking forward to that fight. Not just a fight for me, but a fight for the wrestling fans. I know how much they support me. I'm here to put wrestling on the map, let them know that wrestling's king.
And pretty big day. They had a press conference here. A lot of these people have wrestling backgrounds. Daniel Cormier, who's on some teams with you. And
all those guys.
Anderson,
yeah, absolutely. All those guys have a wrestling background.
I want to see you fight Conor McGregor. He might be a little big for you, but he's doing some pretty good smack talking today.
Yeah, he's good at it. That's the thing. You can't let him get to your head. A good wrestler will defeat a style like that. You can put him in a clinch. But enough about him.
You're undefeated in the UFC. You're on the upswing, on track to maybe get a title shot. Johnson's the champion in your division. He fights this weekend. I mean, what are your thoughts on him? He's pretty good, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. The former wrestler as well. All those guys are, they all come from a wrestling background. So I'm just looking forward to pretty much to fight this next fight, and then I can worry about whoever wins this fight afterwards. But I'm ready, Craig. I think if anybody knows the Henry Cejudo story, don't underestimate me.
Now, if Ramos can't wrestle next week, are you ready to go? You ready to jump in?
I would love that. I really would. I really would. And remember when I wrestled Ramos, I had surgery on my right ankle. I still had my stitches in, correct, so I couldn't shoot.
Yeah.
So don't count me out just yet.
Well, we got the Olympics coming up next year.
Don't count me out.
You're going to be here watching, cheering on the team. Just talk a little bit about that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm cheering on the team. Even Ramos, man. I love USA. I bleed the red, white, and blue, and I'm here to represent all those guys. I wish them all the best. So I'm excited. More than the UFC, I'm more excited to go watch the World Championships.
You've been on some of those short trips to Russia and all over the world to wrestle. I mean, we're wrestling in Las Vegas World Championships. I mean, how exciting is that just to have it in this country?
See, it's the best of the best. The best of the best. They come together. They collide. You're going against number 2, number 3 guy in the world, first, second round. It's ridiculous. And you see that every year, every World Championship. It's the best wrestling you can find, and in my opinion, the best athletes in the world are going to be in Las Vegas. So I think if some of these guys were smart,
I think there's guys that you wrestled that are still wrestling. I think I saw Velikov's name from Bulgaria. You beat in the Olympics. There's a few of those guys still hanging around. I don't know, you wrestle Hassan Rahimi from Iran is world champion.
Man, I've wrestled like 8 Iranians. I'm not sure. They all kind of have similar last names too.
Now the Olympics are next year.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that, or is that's
gotta keep that on the hush hush, Craig? I don't know. It's something that always crosses my mind. I still wrestle. Right. About every other day. I still love it. Or actually, I learned to love it more now than I did in 2012. In 2012, it was kind of like I wasn't even too sure. But I think now I'm kind of that bug, when it hits you, it hits you pretty good. And I think it's creeping on me.
Do you have that fire now in MMA to be the champion? I mean, you're always a great competitor.
Yeah, no, I absolutely. I think anything I do, Craig, I want to do it at 110%. If that's wrestling or MMA, but I'm taking one by one, because I can't master 2 arts. I just can't. I don't think nobody can, really. To be the best in the world, to be an Olympic champion, you solely isolate yourself and you focus on one.
I'm proud of you, man. You got your college degree. You got a couple. You've done a couple books. You're doing well in fighting. You're doing well in a lot of aspects of your life. I mean, do you feel like you're in a pretty good place right now?
No, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Obviously, I just got my degree a few months ago, so I'm very happy to announce that, because I know a lot of people kind of doubted me in message boards back when I was in high school.
Sure.
Kids that end up in the streets, this and that. But I'm actually, I'll be starting my master's in the spring. So I'll be getting business.
All right.
Business. So I'd like to kind of maybe start a nonprofit helping out the inner city youth, the ghettos of Phoenix, or maybe even like the west side of, the West Coast, would you say, and kind of sharing the dream with them.
Show us that thing that's on your finger there.
That's it. That's the diamond cutter. Thanks to John Bardis. After the Olympics, I know he gave the 2007 World Team an Olympic when the Greco team won the World Championships.
They just posted the video, highlights of your win against Tomohiro Matsunaga, Japan, in the Olympic finals. It's gotten a lot of attention. I mean, is that pretty cool when you see that again?
It's crazy, man. It's good. Yeah, they posted it maybe about a few weeks ago. It has 500,000 views. It's it just shows you that that man, people still remember that. People still remember that. That little American kid from Mexican descent picking up the American flag and crying like a little girl. But it's cool, man. It gives me the chills, man. And I hope the UFC can someday, somehow, when I win the title, that it could give me that same feeling, Craig. And I think you've been there. It's something that's surreal that you can't. It's hard to put in words.
You've had a lot of great moments in Vegas yourself as a wrestler. I mean, it's always good to come back here and just, you won the Olympic trials here and you won some tournaments here. I mean, it's just good to be back here. Obviously, it's a
I won the Olympic trials, but I lost at Nationals here in Vegas. So
you did. And you lost a match to Abbas too at the trials.
Yeah. So Vegas is. I've rolled the dice pretty good here. I won and lost in Vegas. I was a young kid though. Now the fact that I look back at it, Craig, I'm like, I was 21 years old. I was just a kid. I think I feel a lot more mature now, a lot stronger. I feel like I'm wiser now. I feel like if I do commit to wrestling, it'd be really hard for an American to really take me out. So sometimes I have to sit down and kind of, obviously I got to fight the 21st, and then after that I got to kind of.
So if you wrestle in Iowa City, do you have to go up in the crowd and get your shoes back and put them on because you threw your shoes in the crowd last time?
Man, I know. I might have to do that again, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I thought I was for sure done, but we'll see.
Yeah. Last thing, you have a message for the U.S. team that's getting ready to compete at the Worlds?
No, you guys, good luck. I think at the Olympics when I won, I had the attitude that I'm going to wrestle like it's my last day on earth. I want to make sure that if I die tonight, that I'm satisfied with my whole career. And I think I just had that killer instinct mentality. And, I became the best in the world at age 21. Moving out to a training center at such a young age and, just committing myself and being under the Terry Brands, the hand of Terry Brands. So it's
made me think of another one. We've got some really good young guys. I mean, real young. Kyle Snyder made the world team. He's only 19. I mean, what do you think it is with these young? I mean, you kind of paved the way for some of this.
And I hate to. I mean, I don't want to hate to say it, but I believe so. I believe I became a pioneer of starting to wrestle in the U.S. Open, actually winning the U.S. Open as a high schooler and things of that matter. I think these kids are, especially now, like, you have Mark Hall, you have all these, Spencer Lee. I try to keep up with them as much as I can. You got Aaron Pico that are trying to make noise at the senior level. So I'm just proud of that, man. I'm just proud of you.
Let's bring in your buddy here.
Come on in, Captain. Yeah, you guys don't confuse me with Captain Eric Albarracin.
Eric Albarracin, he helped make this possible, so we appreciate Eric.
Yeah, why don't you have him say a few words? He's a good talker.
Did you get what's up with those glasses? What's going on with that?
Oh, I was just explaining to your associate, it's the Ultimate Fighter Brazil thing. Yeah. I got famous in Brazil when I wore these glasses as a coach on the Ultimate Fighter, which had 20 million viewers every Sunday. So if I take them off, I'm nobody. I put them on, I'm like...
He's everybody.
Clark Kent. Or something.
All right. Well, you guys partners in crime, man. Keep up the good work.
I just want to say, Olympic gold medalist, soon to be UFC gold, which would make him the greatest combat athlete ever. Stay tuned.
All right. There you go. Thanks, Henry.
No, thank you, guys.